Hello and welcome to a new episode of Trains App, and today we're doing a rush hour film at Nuneaton. Immediately kicking off things is 7812 for Colas Rail, working, I believe it's an empty ballast train to some far and distant land. I was lucky to catch that. And there she goes. I'll get the information as to where it's come from and going once I've got myself all situated and ready and raring to go. But you will be seeing services from London Northwestern Railway, Avanti West Coast, cross country, and some freight. Sadly, West Midlands Trains won't be making an appearance as their services are being bus operated today. So, without any further ado, we have another Freightliner 66 making an appearance now. 66-414. Certainly not hanging about. I'd hazard a guess that she's bound for Felixstowe. We have an Avanti West Coast class 390 Pendulino about to pass by. I'm not too sure on the number, but a superb rooster tail coming off the top of that pantograph. So I'm going to go find myself a decent spot to go and stand, and then we shall see what shall turn up. Okay, well, it's a little bit damp out here, but nothing that's too terrible. But the next train to come herring along will be another Avanti West Coast class 390 Pendulino going from Liverpool Lime Street to London Euston. Works by 390-138. Sparking like an absolute beauty. The previous 390 was bound for Liverpool. The Colas 70 was going from Westbury to Cliff Hill Stud Farm GBRF, and the 66 was going from Ditton O'Connor Freightliner Terminal to Felixstowe North. And we're all caught up. Okay, and up in the distance will be another Avanti West Coast class 390 Pendulino, going from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. Works by 390-137. Certainly not hanging about. Okay, the next train to pass by will be another Avanti West Coast class 390 going from London Euston to Glasgow Central. Oh blimey, I want to say 390-115. Okay, departure now is going to be the late running 1709 cross-country service from Stansted Airport to Birmingham New Street, worked by 170-637. I do love the sound they make. Okay, the next train to come herring along will be another Avanti West Coast class 390 going from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly with a great two-tone. Works by 390-103. I do hate it when I talk over tones, but unfortunately that one happened as I was mid-sentence. Okay, then the next train to pass by will be another Avanti West Coast Class 390. Nice, again, multiple tones there for the workman up ahead, going from Glasgow Central to London Euston. (390-117). Okay, coming in 6 minutes early is going to be the 1725 cross-country service from Birmingham New Street to Cambridge. Worked by 176.38, I want to say. And it is 638. Good to know my eyesight is still on the point. Okay, the next train to come herring along will be another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino going from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. Worked by 390-107. Sparking beautifully under the wires. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be a Freightliner 66 with a nice 3-tone, running about 25 minutes late. 66.592. Bringing with it a whole load of wind. As I say, running about 25 minutes late from Felixstowe to Ditton. And there we go then. That will signal the arrival of I want to say 390-112. It's working an Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly. That's one way to make an introduction. Okay, departing now is going to be the 1735 London Northwestern Railway service from Crewe to London Euston, with 352.56 leading the way. With 108 on the rear, bit of a weird tone there from the leading 350. There's some vinyls on that front car of the rear set. I'm sure I've seen that one before, those vinyls, but I can't for the love of me work out what they're for. Okay, the next train to arrive, bizarrely, is actually a terminating West Midlands Railway service. So we're going to have a pair of Freightliner Class 90s running a late intermodal train from Felixstowe North to Trafford Park, with 90.047 leading. (90.009) was on the rear, as we have ex-Chiltern Railway's 172s coming in, a form of 172-104 for West Midlands Railway, with a terminating service from Leamington Spa. Now, I must admit, I was under the belief that these shuttle services were being operated by bus. So to see these coming in, Shan't say no. And it's always good to catch a Freightliner 90s running around. One in the Jaffa Cake colour scheme, the Genesee and Wyoming colours, as it's known in the United States. Well, Freightliner is a Genesee and Wyoming company, for obvious reasons, otherwise you wouldn't have the colour scheme. And then obviously 90009 is ex-Greater Anglia. Okay, departure now is going to be the 1740 cross-country service from Birmingham New Street to Leicester. Worked by 176.19. I thought standing up here would be better, and yeah, it kind of is. I think I just prefer it. Also, it does also mean I get to catch the West Midlands Railway services, so win-win. Okay, the next train to arrive will be the 1745 cross-country service from Leicester to Birmingham New Street. Worked by 170.636. Plenty of people already on board and will be boarding. Things are slowly but surely getting back to normality. Okay, now about to depart now will be the 1745 cross-country service to Birmingham New Street, departing 3 minutes late. Okay, the next train to make an appearance will be another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Penzino going from London Euston to Glasgow Central. Worked by 390.016. Okay, the next train to arrive is going to be the 1801 London Northwestern Railway service from London Euston to Crewe, with ex-Transpennine 35401 leading. With 253 bringing up the rear. Plenty of people on board. Okay, about ready to depart now will be the late running 1751 cross-country service from Birmingham New Street to Stansted Airport. Worked by 170.109. And the next train to pass by will be the mail train. .005 leading, 002 on the rear. I have no idea what was in the middle. I suspect that quick sharp blast of the horn was for the passengers who had alighted the London Northwestern Railway service and had traversed the yellow line or were exceptionally close to it. Much like this gentleman here. And I'll keep her going as the next train to pass by, running, where are we? It'll be 9 minutes late. We'll be an Avanti West Coast service going from Liverpool Lime Street to London Euston. £391.27. Okay, the next train to make an appearance will be another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino going from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. Words by 391.23 and a nice little two-tone from the driver there. Thank you very much. Okay, the next train drive is going to be the 1811 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Glasgow Central. This is words by 390.001. Its next calling point will be Crewe, then followed by all the usual suspects, including Motherwell. And now departing will be the 1811 Avanti West Coast service to Glasgow Central. Okay, departing now is the 1816 West Midlands Railway service to Leamington Spa with 172.104. A nice little tone from the driver as well, thank you very much. Okay, the next train to make an appearance will be the 1816 cross-country service from Stansted Airport to Birmingham New Street. Worked by a 3-car turbo star of all things. I know, I can hardly believe it myself. This is being worked by 176.23. Excuse me. Okay, now departing is going to be the 1816 cross-country service to Birmingham New Street, going 3 minutes late. There is also a Freightliner Class 70 coming in, due for a driver change, working a container train from from Trevor Park Euro Terminal to Southampton. I mean, if it really wanted to, it could do Felixstowe to Southampton on a really long, convoluted route. So, you know, weirder things have happened. Now, to me, that is 70.006, but obviously I'll know more when she does do the departing. Nice squeaky brakes. And then the next train to make an appearance will be a very slow Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino going from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly. It was held due to the Freightliner 70 bringing its train in. So if I do a quick turn behind me, bear with me. Note the signal is still at red, even though the container train has actually cleared the points. All this does mean is that I'm basically going to be bowled. That's basically how this particular one's going to work. Let's turn around again. Nope, still red. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. It is going to be worked by 390-131. Nice and slow. Signal is, yep, still red. I mean, I'll be able to catch the tail end of the freight train at least. You know, that's something. I don't know if the cameras can pick, or the microphone can pick it up, but that 70 sounds amazing on the acceleration. Oh well. It sounds absolutely gorgeous. In fact, you can see the clag. Look at that! Unbelievable! You can just see the clag behind the 390. That is immense. Go on, girl. And of course, now she accelerates out the station, naturally. Thank you, Avanti West Coast. I wonder if I'll get a holiday out of this. I do love those container wagons where the container just sinks into the wagon. I think they're great. It just seems so odd to have an odd wagon on these consists. It really does. It's not the most fully loaded of things, I will admit. A couple of battered containers. I can't see this particular train actually making much money at all. If anything, I would go as a... I'd almost hazard that thing's running at a loss, surely. Time for a U-turn. And that is 29121, giving it the beans on the way to London Euston. Okay, now departing is the 1824 cross-country service from Birmingham New Street to Leicester with 176.37. An amazing view of the bush. Okay, the next train to pass by will be another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino going from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. The previous 390 was an early running service from Glasgow Central to London Euston, around about 6 minutes early. (390-126). Oh, well, that breeze is nice. Okay, the next train to pass by will be another Avanti West Coast Class 390 going from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly. City of Stoke-on-Trent 390-129. Certainly not hanging about, that's for sure. Okay, the next train to arrive will be the 1835 London Northwestern Railway service from Crewe to London Euston, worked by a pair of Class 350s. Leading the way looks like 350-244 with an incredibly bright front light. Good lord. I shall get the rear set when she departs. Okay, we've got another Avanti West Coast service coming through. I have no idea where it's going to. (39124) with the loudest sounding bogies I have ever had pass me. I'll have to double check which services were what then, because I was under the belief that the last one was bound for Manchester, so I shall have a butcher's. Okay, now departing is the 1835 London Northwestern Railway service to London Euston. The 390s were London to Liverpool and then London to Manchester. On the road, this is 350-130. Okay, the next train to pass by will be, or should be, a DRS Class 88 going from Garston to Dagenham. Can't imagine it'll be going at a breakneck speed, but it'll still be nice to see. The problem is, because where I was standing, I couldn't really see with great accuracy where it was in relation to the platform. I'll keep going, but I can't hear anything. Oh, no. No, I thought I heard something. Right, I'll skip to the clip where you can see it coming through, so that'll be the next train coming through anyway. I may as well have not bothered. It is 88006. Juno, interestingly running lights. Blimey. Driver just put his foot down and she's taken off. Good lord. I didn't know their acceleration was that good. I was expecting her to be carrying a load of empty car wagons, but no, running light works just as well. Okay, the next train to arrive will be the 45 cross-country service from Leicester to Birmingham New Street, worked by a 3-car Class 170 Turbostar. And it is 170-619. Bouncy, bouncy. Wonderful job. Okay, and that part is going to be the 1845 cross-country service to Birmingham New Street with a little amount of clag coming from the exhausts. Not quite on the same league as 70006, but you know, we'll let you have your moment. Okay, the next train to pass by will be a Freightliner 66, not really breaking the sound barrier here, as it'll be working a container train from Felixstowe to Lawley Street. Makes me believe she will be going in for a driver change. I'll have a quick little check behind me. Doesn't really help because I can't see a thing. But I'll just go on that belief. This is worked by 66537. Then we have an Avanti West Coast class 390 Pendino about to pass by, bound for Lancaster. .009 Treaty of Union. Right, she's indeed going for a driver change. And it looks like, for the most part, it's a decent load she'll be hauling. Okay, now departing is going to be the 1851 cross-country service from Birmingham New Street to Stansted Airport. Worked by 17636. Okay, she is off. They've got tremendous pulling power, they really do. So we now inspect the containers and see what sorry state these are in. Well, that didn't last long. He has got a green signal, so not too sure why the sudden stop. Nope. Oh well, we get to admire the beauty of Dongfang. Nope, there we go. So someone's painted a makeshift door on the front of that Hamburg Sud container. These Maersk containers have really seen better days, haven't they? Good grief. I always wonder what's inside these containers. And away she goes. Okay, the next train to make an appearance will be the 1900 London Northwestern Railway service from London Euston to Crewe. Worked by a pair of Class 450s with ex-Transpennine 35408 leading. With 35122 bringing up the rear. And again, plenty of people on board. I may as well keep recording, as I believe there will be an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino rounding the bend shortly, with a service from London Euston to Liverpool Lime Street. Here she comes. .042. Kicking up a fair amount of wind. And now departing will be the 1900 London Northwestern Railway service to Crewe. Yep, so they've got another bus going off to Leamington Spa in replace of the trains. Okay, the next train to be giving it what for will be another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino, like it's going to be anything else at this point, going from Liverpool Lime Street to London Euston. .005. Certainly not hanging about, that's for sure. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be a DRS 88 going from Daventry to Moss End. .88 008. Certainly not hanging about. Okay, we've got two services coming in here. The first is the 1909 cross-country service from Stansted Airport to Birmingham New Street. The second is the 1912 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Wrexham General and Holyhead, worked by a pair of 221 Super Voyagers. 170-101 is the cross-country service. Leading this is 221-116. With 221-104 bringing up the rear. Okay, 170-101 is about ready to depart with the 1909 cross-country service to Birmingham New Street. Okay, and about ready to depart now will be the 1912 Avanti West Coast service to Wrexham General and Holyhead. Okay, the next train to pass by will be a Freightliner 66 going from London Gateway to Garston. 66-509. Well, half the train was full. Various sizes of container on there. I'm surprised that I saw the pink containers, because I was under the belief that Ocean Network Express were operating solely out of Southampton. Oh, I don't know. Okay, the next train to pass by will be another Avanti West Coast Class 390 going from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly. £390,157 with the honours for that one. Okay, the next train to pass by will be another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Penslino going from London Euston to Glasgow Central. £390,155. Heading off into the gloom. Okay, it's parting now, running 5 minutes late will be the 1921 cross-country service from Birmingham New Street to Leicester. Worked by 170,623. Okay, and then the next train to pass by will be yet another Avanti West Coast Class 390 going from Glasgow Central to London Euston. Certainly not hanging about. Giving it the beans is 390,153. And she's sparking like an absolute beauty. And then the next train to pass by is going to be, I'll let you have a guess. Well done, you got it correct. It's another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Penslino, going from Manchester Piccadilly to, you guessed it, London Euston. Worked by 390,135. And our final train of the day is going to be worked by a pair of DB Cargo UK Class 90s going from Daventry to Moss End. 90,024 leading. With X Grand Central 90,026 on the rear and really bouncing hard on the early half of that platform. In fact, actually better where that station clock is. Good grief. But as they thunder their way north, I shall leave it there. Thank you all very much for watching. It is greatly appreciated. If you have enjoyed what you've seen today, then please do like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. I do go back to them as and when I get the opportunity to. I have thoroughly enjoyed my time here at Nuneaton. It is always a great station to go to, plenty of variety to be seen. Of course, I'm going to take seeing 288s, and obviously I've seen 490s, I've caught a 172, I caught a 70, it was a bit of a lucky one, a bit of a hit and miss one. No end of 66s, about a million 390s, Voyagers, 350s. So yeah, I've caught, obviously the Royal Mail 325s. Not going to complain at all. My next rush hour film will be from London King's Cross, the southern terminus of the East Coast Mainline. Really looking forward to filming there. Always offers up something good. So, until next time, from me here at Nuneaton, I shall see you all later. Take care, guys. Goodbye.